CNN. It's the place to be for breaking news, in-depth analysis, and apparently, heated debates about race and equality. Recently, a panel discussion on diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI, turned into a fiery exchange when former White House staffer, Ashley Allison, dropped a bombshell. She claimed she was consistently paid less than her white male counterparts throughout her career. Now before you say, here we go again, Allison has the credentials. We're talking law degree, master's degree, 2 bachelor's degrees. This woman is seriously overqualified, yet, according to her, the color of her skin and her gender held her back financially. The reactions? Let's just say they were mixed. Some people nodded in agreement. The pay gap is real, and women, especially women of color, often bear the brunt of it. Others not so much. They questioned Allison's claims, suggesting maybe, just maybe, her experience wasn't the norm. But here's the thing about this debate, it's not new. It's a conversation that's been happening for decades, and it always seems to get people riled up. Why? Because it touches on something fundamental: fairness. Is everyone truly getting an equal shot, or are the cards stacked against certain groups? Enter Megyn Kelly, stage right. The former Fox News and NBC anchor is known for her no-holds-barred commentary, and she didn't disappoint. Kelly took issue with Allison's claims, suggesting that maybe, just maybe, there were other factors at play. Experience, perhaps? Negotiating skills? Or maybe, she hinted, Allison just wasn't as talented as she thought she was. Ouch. Kelly also criticized the CNN panel for focusing solely on race and gender, arguing that other forms of discrimination exist. Ageism, anyone? Kelly's comments ignited a firestorm of their own. Supporters praised her for challenging what they saw as a victimhood narrative. Critics accused her of being out of touch and minimizing the very real experiences of marginalized groups. The truth, as always, is probably somewhere in the middle. Yes, other factors can contribute to pay disparities, but to pretend that race and gender don't play a significant role is naive at best and willfully ignorant at worst. The CNN panel's fiery exchange wasn't just about one woman's salary. It was a microcosm of a much larger debate raging across America. The debate over DEI initiatives. Proponents argue that DEI is essential to leveling the playing field. They point to centuries of systemic racism and sexism that have created an uneven playing field. DEI, they argue, is about righting those historical wrongs and creating a more just and equitable society. Critics, however, see DEI as a form of reverse discrimination. They argue that it leads to unqualified hires and promotes a culture of victimhood. They worry that meritocracy is being sacrificed on the altar of diversity. The debate over DEI is often framed as a zero-sum game. One group's gain is another group's loss. But is it really that simple? Can we create a society that is both diverse and meritocratic? That's the million-dollar question, and there's no easy answer. The fight for equality didn't start with Ashley Allison's CNN appearance, and it won't end there. From the Trump administration's rollback of diversity initiatives to Kamala Harris's historic rise to the vice presidency, the battle lines have been drawn. Trump's presidency was marked by a resurgence of white nationalism and a disregard for issues of race and equality. His supporters cheered his America First rhetoric, while his critics saw it as a dog whistle to his base. Harris's election as the first female, Black, and Asian American vice president was a watershed moment. Her presence in the White House is a powerful symbol of progress, but it also highlights how far we still have to go. The debate over DEI, pay equity, and representation is ultimately a debate about what kind of country we want to be. Do we want a society where everyone has an equal opportunity to succeed, regardless of their race, gender, or background? Or are we content with the status quo where privilege and power remain concentrated in the hands of a select few? The answer, as always, is up to us.